Happy customers are repeat customers.
My last quarterly review said I had an attitude problem. Morale improvement program fixed me right up.
You're sure he's not in the museum?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This empty bottle of spirits does not belong to any known corporate brand. Excellent deduction, Inspector. Imbibing of unauthorized ingredients include antiseptic alcohol. Discrepancy detected. Rizzo's company policy clearly states that all proprietary mascots... Excellent observation, Inspector. Have you deduced? Unusually small entry wounds indicate exotic weaponry. Closest approximations are 1. Incident involving a game of darts. Yes, Inspector. The Needler, bespoke handgun famously deployed by Halcyon Helen in Terror on Monarch. This weapon... This unit is incapable of providing ethical advice.
Handled beautifully. Incoming.
I can make you happy! I'll show you happiness! I
Those
just
skills
wanna
are
be your
unrivaled.
friend.
Balance the gear. Stop the body.
Inspector, good to see you. Let me just... Welcome!
Captain, up ahead. Be ready for trouble.
Hey, you! We've been looking for you, and been real busy sniffing around Eridanos for clues, haven't you, Inspector?
Slug light? Would that be some form of bio...
Should have kept your nose where it belonged, Inspector. Slug's sick of all your meddling in their affairs. Our affairs, I mean. We're... What? No, it isn't. Oh, forgot to put the clip in. There we go. Listen, I could still take you. What? No, my head feels great. And once I don't have 6 tongues, I'll tell you what I think of your slander. Now stop. Oh, wait. I am high on adrenatime. Maybe this was all a bad idea. Hey, any chance we could reschedule? Someone paid us to say we was slug and intimidate you. I don't know who. That's everything I know. Honest. We were only gonna rough you up a little. You gotta... You don't need to tell us twice. Come on.
Does Sublight Underground run this place? Looks a lot cleaner than the Groundbreaker.
I don't get paid enough for this. We're not gonna trouble you again. I swear. Ignore us. Ignore us.
Why, it's the Inspector. Good on you, making a proper entrance. You would not believe how many times that ladder's come in handy. Why ladders do... Now then, here... Another murder? Drunk Raptidons? Black Hole Birdie practicing his hacking in the middle of the street? Sounds as though you've already... Did he really? Clearly someone out there wants you thinking... But I can't fathom who would benefit from... I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult your intelligence. I'm used... So, as you've deduced, I did not send anyone from Slug after you, nor is it likely they assign... With that settled, I assume you'll want to know... Let's see. That night, I was... torturing Elliot Nasser for information on missing cargo. That was a messy one. Didn't break until nearly noon the next day. An excellent question. I had his body dropped. I'm not sure what happened to it from there, scientifically speaking. Maybe you'd be a fool to believe me, regardless of what I told you. People lie. Which, if it helps, however, you might consider pursuing not my means. Why in the name of the architect would I kill Halcyon Helen? Why, Inspector, that's terrible. Besides, given how long I'd offer to assist you in your work, but I've a mystery. You may very well want to. This particular trouble strikes. Items are disappearing from Slug's storage and processing warehouse. The thefts began a week before Helen's Before you ask, I know the difference between cargo going missing and cargo. Nothing unsavory, and nothing Ludovico shouldn't know about if that... As to the specifics, I'm not sure. Before you ask, I know the difference between... I'm obliged, though in the spirit of honesty. Regardless, this will be fun. You out in the field, chasing... Oh, I never subcontract out that type of... You'll want to speak with Ella Tinsley, the warehouse foreman. I've cleared her as a suspect myself. No, I'm joking. And do feel free to search my office for clues while you're here. Don't hold back on my account.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This copy of TK contains 142 fewer pages than a standard. The missing pages were likely removed to create sufficient space for the hidden listening device inside. Inspector, please consider speaking into the device in order to trace the transmission and... Poor woolly cow impression transmitted. Transmission analysis complete. While the precise location of the receiver could not be pinpointed, it has been narrowed down to a smaller, approximate range. Analysis inconclusive. However, the area within a 0.5-meter radius of the book possesses a dust coating comprised of at least twice the number of particles. That is...
What's that you found? No, wait, don't tell me. Let's save it for the big reveal once you've solved the case.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. A cursory fingerprint analysis shows this display case was recently opened or closed. Confirmed. The grip has been modified for a specific wielder, most likely the rifle. Additionally, the plasma rifle sights appear to have been realigned to better. The fingerprints belong to.
Oh, admiring my rifle. Had it custom fitted by a woman on Monarch. Inspector, to what do I owe the pleasure? The original incident? Oh, I made an excellent deduction. Our combative relationship stems from paperwork, mundanely enough. Had Lou wanted Rizzo's to retain full control of Eridanos, Lou's an administrator, for law's sake. Think of it this way. It was all perfectly legal, too. My power grab, as Lou called it, planted the seed of hatred. And Lou... Alas, I can't. I am, first and foremost. Slug's control of Eridanos is a crucial step in my long-term plans for Sublight. The board... Oh, that does sound fun, though. Is securing a board seat for Sublight evil? Meanwhile, our dear administrator is still laser... He's grown increasingly desperate to catch Slug with our hand in the proverbial cookie jar as of late. Convinced... Continue investigating, Inspector. I'm afraid you'll find both you and Lut... Very well. A few. Helen was strangely curious. She said it was role research. But how much business know-how does one actor truly need? I also arranged to have Helen supplied with mag picks, bypass shunts, and other hacking. That she bought in bulk? Not particularly. I wonder, did she... That is... Tell me, do you really believe Helen's... This murder is bigger than Miss Helen's Indeed. I suspect Helen... I knew I was right about you being clever and... Because whoever did kill Helen... I might. Your point? Am I an official suspect, then? Be very careful, Inspector. I'd very much like to see... One moment, if you please, Inspector. What, or... I see. Now then, did...
I'm busy.
What? What was that? All right. I got my eye on you.
I wonder if all these cargo containers are stored here for any legitimate reason, or just to give Sublight more opportunities for larceny.
Hey, I saw your ship. The Unreliable, right?
What do you want? Boss, it's Bertie Holcomb. Black Hole Bertie. The Holmeister? The Hack Attack.
Shh! Not so loud! How'd you know it was me? That's what the disguise is for. I'm in no mood to sign autographs, and I hate disappointing fans. So I'm lying low. You know, incompleto. Oh, yeah, I guess. Oh, what's it matter? Helen's gone. She's gone. I've been trying to find who did this. That's what she would do. But I'm stumped. And not very clever. Being bright was always Helen's.
There are many types of intelligence, Mr. Holcomb. For example, your expertise on the field. Your hack attack is nothing short of brilliant.
I'm pretty sure Max is being, what's the word? Condescending?
Oh, so you're the inspector! You probably want to ask me some questions, huh? I'm sure you're asking everybody questions, so you can find Helen's killer. So, I was getting blotto with the rest of... You know, so...
Preserved? Oh!
The team noticed I was in a bad way when I got back to the hotel. When I told them Helen and I were Splitsville, they wanted it. The hotel staff said we was bothering the other guests on account of all the crying and yelling and practice body tackling. We ended up at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. There was this one cow off away from the others. Zeke figured it'd be a laugh to get her drunk. One thing led to another, and I think we might have... I don't know. We were drunk, and we made bad choices. She was all alone. I know how that feels now. My memory's a little muddled after that. I guess me and the team got split up. I reckon not. See, I went to the weather station. She'd asked me to get it, mind. I wasn't stealing. I'm no thief. Sure did. Only, she started yelling about how I was trespassing and in serious trouble. Real sure. It was dark as night gets. Anyway, I didn't much feel like trying to explain why I was out there, or why I was drunk, and holding someone else's data pad. Ran like the Rangers were down by 3, and I just bronzed the toss ball in the Friday zone. Yeah, I mean, no. Nope. Can we pretend that I don't want to tell you?
You want me to intimidate the hack attack? To disrespect the...
I'm confused. Which is how I always feel watching detective series. Look, I talked to Auric, okay? Auric West. Hangs out around the spaceport. He's the one who taught me the breathing exercises I use to calm down. I feel like you want me to say no, but don't get the wrong idea, okay? So now you have the whole story. Woke up the next morning with Helen's data pad in my hand and the hangover to... Oh, I mean... Anyway, you ought to take Helen's data pad. Maybe you'll have better luck understanding her. Either she was writing in code or I'm dumber than a bag of hammers. I tried for hours. I know that. But you gotta believe me. I would never hurt Helen, no matter... I want to help you find her killer, Inspector. I knew Helen better than any... I get it. I'll head back to the Grand Colonial then.